just hanging out with you on this Tuesday morning, 3 days away from Christmas. And I don't know how these boxes are lining up on your page or whatever, but in my upper right corner is the man of the hour. And that is meteorologist David Wolter, who I believe said 95% chance of a white Christmas here in 2020 now, David?
Looking good.
Yeah,
David.
I mean, it's looking. It really is looking almost guaranteed. But keep in mind, a white Christmas is not a white Christmas from 2017. It just means you have to have an inch of snow on the ground. Kara's been doing the whole here's the thing. John Stalin and I, along with Sarah, we've been discussing the forecast over the last couple of days, and things are still looking fairly consistent with the weather models, which we like to see. Timing a little bit off, but the way things are setting up, it's certainly going to be Christmas Eve that we start to see that change over to snow. Could be a little bit later in the day. But as that cold air comes in, it's going to come in fast and furious. And so we'll see that quick changeover. And I think we'll have accumulations during the night. And then, we'll certainly have accumulations during the night. And then on Christmas Day, the lake effect sets up. And we could be looking at one or two maybe significant bands trying to set up. And so obviously that's a little bit difficult to predict right now. But I can tell you the initial snow is going to be widespread. And we're looking at, the potential for a few inches of snow, if not more.
Oh, if not more. That's the phrase that Kara picked up on, right?
Well, yeah, that's the thing. If I say there's going to be 6 to 12 inches of snow, everyone hears the 12 inches and ignores the 6.
It's true. I don't know, as the years go by, I love snow, at least in December, around Christmas time. I'd love to watch it come down. I love to watch it pile up. And I'm still going to be working, so I still have to go in and out. I'm not going to be able to hunker down inside still. I want it. I can't wait.
It's a brave wish on your part.
I
was waiting for you when you're going through that list of things that you love about snow. I was waiting for shoveling it to come out of your mouth, but it never did.
I don't have to shovel.
The thing is, I don't even mind shoveling because it doesn't involve driving in it. So, driving in snow is such I've had some already bad experiences this winter. And so, the thing is, I've discovered, and I always tell this to people, and I guess it's firsthand experience, that driving on an inch or two of snow, and this is where I defend the South. Everyone's like, oh, the South can't, no one in the South can drive when there's an inch of snow. It's because driving on an inch of snow is hard because you're making contact with the snow and the road, and that can be kind of icy. But if you have 5-6 inches of the fluffy stuff, you get better traction.
It's true. I always say, when we come to work at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, nobody else is out.
Right.
So that's why I don't think it's so bad. You don't have to battle other drivers.
But a lot of times the plows haven't been out at that time of the morning either.
Well,
So
some have. I guess at least some of the more private companies, the main plows. It seems like if they know there's going to be a big storm, they're ahead of the game.
Yeah. But I want to know, are you guys hoping for a white Christmas? Do you want it? Or is this something you're dreading? I'm thumbs up. I want the snow.
I even want the snow for Christmas, but I'm definitely in that group of folks that you were talking about when we were last week saying we like to, kind of encapsulate it into the 24th through maybe the 26th or so, and then kind of, get back.
Right.
It's a small window.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. And the thing is, it's kind of I don't want to say a double-edged sword because that doesn't really make sense. But for me, it's yes, I absolutely want a white Christmas. The problem is if it's too severe, it keeps me at work too long on Christmas Day.
True. Oh, gosh, that's true. Yeah. Good.
So yeah, there's that. But it's looking to be, the setup is certainly there. Even just 10 days ago when we were looking at the outlook and just based on how everything has been progressing so far this season, our chances for a white Christmas were pretty low, but it's like Mother Nature knows that everyone wants a white Christmas, maybe not like 2017, but certainly at least to have some snow on the ground.
I love anytime we talk snow, we get such differing opinions.
Oh, yeah.
Terry says, she said, bring it on.
Snow. Yeah, David says, I'm dreaming of a green Christmas. Anybody feeling otherwise can come plow my driveway.
I'm with you.
Somebody will if you pay them.
Yeah, it's true. Anne says, praying there will not be, so my daughter and her husband can get down for Christmas. people still are traveling for the holiday.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of people don't want that on the roadways. But interesting. I love it. We get such a differing opinion when it comes to snow.
Yeah,
And if you want a lot of snow, you just use the word over and over again. I want to hear snow, snow, snow.
Yeah.
And the thing that's nice about this, it's nice, and for some folks not nice, is that the general consensus is that we will have a fair amount of snow. Well, at least a couple inches of snow. Well, I'll leave it at that. I mean, the potential is there for those bigger amounts, but with lake effect, obviously, again, it all depends on the setup, because if you're not under that lake effect
Sure.
snow band, you're not going to get buried
Sure.
like some other places could. But the fact is, I can say for certain that we will have snow on the ground. It's not going to be one of those things where there's some bands and some spots get, a little bit, but some others have a green Christmas. So that's the one thing I like. I can tell you that it at least is going to be fairly white out there for Christmas.
Me and Vicky are on the same boat. She says snow just for Christmas. I feel you, Vicky.
See, I like snow all the way. I don't mind the snow all the way through like Valentine's Day, even the end of February. I don't mind it. But once you start getting into March, that's when Mother Nature is always like flip-flopping. I mean, one day you could have a little stretch of 70s and it's like, oh, going into spring. Next day, a snowstorm. So I'll take it through February. As a meteorologist, I guess I can, appreciate it a little bit more. But just driving it, that's the only thing I don't like about it. I don't even mind the shoveling unless you get like 4 feet of it like we did a few years ago. That's a little tough. I think someone was asking to plow their driveway. Oh, Eric's saying, yeah, I'll plow your driveway. Oh, okay, there we go.
We're taking care of things. We're getting in requests for driveway plowing, and we're
asking you shall receive, I guess.
Yeah, and Jack says turn on the snow machine. Deborah's on the no snow team, and Terry Ann is saying that's all we need, just not a green Christmas. Yeah, so me and Vicky and Terry, I think, are all kind of feeling the same way.
I like the comment from Jack, turn on the snow machine, let it snow. I know I'm kind of in that, Christmas is such a distraction and it's so busy, and with little ones at home, it's so much fun. I mean, we're really getting into like the fun years of like, Santa Claus and the elf and just the Christmas magic. And I don't want it to go away.
Isn't that funny? You're on that part of it, and I'm at home. I'm on the brand new teenage driver. I don't want her driving in the snow.
Yes.
I'm concerned about that. A whole different approach to the approach of the snow from my family's viewpoint.
We're like in total Christmas movie mode. They're counting down how Santa gonna get here. They're devising plans to catch Santa. It's like so much fun. And I think once Christmas passes, it's like, oh no, it's kind of like back to reality a little bit.
Right.
So I don't know. I'm just gonna like relish in these last few days of like this, just like Christmas magic everywhere, and putting out the reindeer food, and
How many times have you watched Elf so far, Kara?
How many times have I watched Elf?
So far this year.
5. Home Alone, 30. I just have it on in the background all the time.
On a loop, right?
It's funny. I haven't seen
I knew that
movies. It's a lot of Mickey Mouse Christmas.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
My kids are really into Home Alone and the Jim Carrey The Grinch.
I could watch that one on a loop, no doubt.
Yeah, they're like loving that this year.
Disney Plus has been like going nonstop in our house.
Yeah, us too. Us too. So anyway. All right, David, thanks for that forecast. And of course, you guys in the Weather Center, we're going to be constantly monitoring this one. It's a big day, not only just because of Christmas, but because of travel and because of the hustle and bustle. So yeah, the Weather Center is going to be watching that very closely. 3 more days.
Yeah. And since a lot of, a lot of people will be at home, it's always, I always say if you're going to get a bigger snow, have it when, the kids are not in school and when people are a little bit more hunkered down at home. We just don't need to be, again, necessarily measuring the snow in feet, because the snow that we get, I like to be able to take Lainey out in it. I don't want to measure the snow in Lainey heights. So.
Well, I know lots of folks have jumped on this morning and weighed in on whether they want that white Christmas or not. And I even got some advice for the insurance for my teenage driver. But I think we'll wrap it up with Tom, who says, let it snow and tune it up. There we go.
Yeah. Well, I think more people would agree on the snow than not on the snow.
All right, everybody, hang in there, survive the snow. Of course, we'll be back here on Facebook Live throughout the holiday season. I'm glad you could jump on with us this morning.
We'll see ya.
See ya.